this or not, but if you have a garden and you sell $1,000 worth of produce in a calendar year, you qualify as a farmer. But not all the acreages. And we can help you in those endeavors if that's what you like to do. Many of us attend church and have families, though, and our natural propensity is to give it to our family. But if we can take the time to just tap in, even if we do it as a group, then we can accomplish a lot more. We really can accomplish a lot more. Because there are a lot of, the USDA is not just for meat, certifying meat. They do take care of our land, soil, trees, the invasive species that come up on our land, and just help to make our land beautiful, which is a part of what we are about. Remember, none of these things existed when our forefathers came along. They figured it out. And the more generations that passed, the further away we got from it. It's just so easy to run to Dollar General and Walmart and so forth and so on. When my children were little, we can. And they would be tasked with cutting those tomatoes and de-seeding them and all those things. And after, a few gallons, they would be like, Mom, we could go to Walmart. It's $2.87. Why are we doing this? And I'm like, because when you get married one day, you may not even have $2.87. It may just be, it used to be a 10-cent package of seeds. And those seeds, with that seed, then you can learn to grow and teach your children to grow. So I'm really happy for the children who are here today. The more we reconnect, then you can pass this along to your grandchildren and in some cases your great-grandchildren. And we are thankful today to have, and so our agriculture farm training program, in the spring, we will be putting in another 20 raised bed gardens. Debbie's already signed up for one. Three churches in Lawton and Oklahoma City have signed up for another. A church in Muskogee has signed up for another because it's really successful right next to a church. They get the people their membership to come in, and then they're able to feed and ensure that their membership at least has food. But in the spring, we're going to be putting in 20 more raised bed gardens, 4 by 8. Raised bed simply means it's off of the ground, not elevated. If we were like this, that would be an elevated bed. A raised bed just simply means that you're off of the soil. So if you're interested in that, let us know or put it next to your name, and we'll be sure to contact you. And it's all free. It's all free. Okay? And so that's why I say get connected to the USDA, and you'll find out a lot of things won't have to come out of your pocket because we are our brother's keeper. And usually when we have a garden, there's more than we can handle, right? I got too many. Right now, I have so much basil, and I have bags of basil in my freezer. But it would take me years to use up all the basil that I have. Anybody wants some basil? You can come to my house and get some basil, all right? But that's how it works. It will get you growing. And then this is what is called added value. With the USDA, this part is called added value. Added value to what? They didn't grow the bell peppers, the onions, or the cilantro, or the tomatoes. What it is that you take a vegetable from its original form and you transform it into something else. You add value to that tomato by making spaghetti sauce, ketchup, and salsa. So today we are going to make 2 kinds of salsa. After we finish the first kind, we'll take a little break, get our jars ready, get our prep station ready, and then we'll start again on that candy bar, okay? I want to introduce you to, I'm so blessed to say that this is my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law, Ray and Camilla Cotton. They are owners of Big Ray's Barbecue in Allen, Texas. And it's absolutely delicious and a thriving restaurant. At any rate, I was telling my sister-in-law that we were going to have a salsa class, and I was going to go tap into one of the ladies at Eden Mennonite, to come and do the class so that I wouldn't be doing it. And my sister-in-law Camilla said, honey, you haven't tasted Ray's. His salsa is the best, and I tasted it yesterday, and I'm inclined to agree. It really is delicious. So no accidents on today, all right? Let's welcome
We know we took a day off to be here because we love what they're doing here back home, because we're at home. So we came back to do this for her. I'm not a chef. I don't claim to be world renowned on anything, but I just happen to do some things, and it turned out pretty good. So we wanted to share what we do. Netta has put together some recipes, which y'all have already looked at. The things I want you to understand is we'll probably have to have a little bit of a education on the blenders, because what we're going to do here is once we get everything chopped up and ready to go, you're going to chop it. And I don't have a bowl, but you have a bowl, a clear bowl that you can put all your ingredients in after you get them all chopped up. Put them in there, and then we'll take turns with the blenders over there, because you're going to want to blend those. And this one shouldn't take very long. 20 minutes, we should be finished with this one. It don't take long at all. The longest time it's going to take you is to wait for the blender to be able to blend yours up. And then that's when she said we'll take a break, and then we'll go into the canning portion of it. Oh, I do that. Okay. So what we want to do is a couple of things on here is that when I do mine, I have to make you understand that usually it's when I'm pulling out of the garden. I just get all my tomatoes, and I have a lot of tomatoes, so I just throw them in there and do it. This is going to still be good, so we got we're going to use 4 ripe tomatoes. We're going to use a whole onion, so everybody's got an onion. You're going to cut it up, and we'll just quarter it or do well enough to get it into the blender. 3 garlic cloves peeled, 3 jalapenos if you want yours hot. If you don't want it hot, then I would suggest back off on the jalapenos and not use any at all, and you can use some of the other peppers that are over there in the bowl.
Excuse me. If it's better for you to stand when you're cutting, please feel free to do so. And also, you have describe the different items that they have to do what it is that they're doing. Okay? Thank you.
And so in your kit, you have a bowl for your waste, a bowl for your ingredients, and a bowl for your prepared ingredients. And then you're going to also have a lime squeezer. You should have a spoon in there for the salt. And we only have...
Share lime squeezers, guys. Lime squeezers are every other table.
Okay.
Every other bowl.
Every other bowl, so you got to share those.
You got to share lime.
Salt, I only see the one right here, so when you put salt in, you're going to have to use this. And I put spoons in each one of your packets, so you can do a teaspoon of salt if you like it. Cilantro, fresh lime, and what I do on the lime is I just take one, cut it in half, and squeeze it. To me, that's 2 or 3 teaspoons or tablespoons. I just squeeze it in there. You'll like it. There's still going to be enough juice for it. So I just cut one in half, squeeze that into there. And then sugar is optional. If you want yours to have a little sweet tinge to it, you can. I don't use sugar in mine per se. And then you use a teaspoon and a half of salt. I think 1 teaspoon will be fine. And if you choose to want yours a little hotter, we do have Rotel in the can. It may be a little spicy if you want to add more spice to it. Or you can add jalapenos. Okay, and once we get all of that done, then we're going to combine it all into the blender. And we're going to put the cilantro, all your ingredients, your cilantro, and then we will put the lime in there and we will blend it, and you're done. It's going to be a little more than probably the jar, but that jar will take the most of it, I think. I think you're going to need probably it's going to make about twice that.
We have enough jars, I believe.
So, let's get going. So first, you want to get your tomatoes, and these don't have to be peeled. So just take them and put them onto your board. Well, for the sake of the juice, let's wait and do the tomatoes last. Okay? So we'll put the tomatoes out. Let's go ahead and get your onion. I don't want a lot of crying in here now. So we'll go ahead and prepare our onion.
grind that up.
Once you get your onion peeled, just go ahead and chop it, cube it, or however you like. And then we will just put it into the bowl. One that's small enough for a blender to be able to blend them. After you do that, you want to get your jalapenos, do those, and then you start. Now, if you're doing jalapenos, make sure you seed them, because they're going to be very hot. You're going to blend it. I'm just going to walk around and see if everybody's caught up.
Ray, do we take the seeds out of the jalapenos?
Be sure and remove the seeds from the jalapeno.
Get what I'm saying? Okay. But I don't think you have to worry about getting it too tiny because you're gonna put it in the blender.
Right.